Yeah, something else I'd like to do is maybe put a little, shine a little bit of a spotlight on this CNN Ted Cruz thing. Everybody's so up in arms over the fact that CNN made this report about Ben Carson leaving the campaign trail to go get a fresh set of clothes for a few days.
Doesn't make any sense.
And then he wasn't going to New Hampshire even after that. Instead, he was going to go somewhere else. And then he was going to go to North Carolina. And I mean, it was the weirdest thing.
They're trying to blame this on
Ted Cruz.
On Ted Cruz. But this was CNN. And can you play the CNN first? Before you play what CNN said on election night, it's 7 o'clock at night, play what they're now saying.
Yeah, here's Brooke Baldwin talking about Ted Cruz saying that, look, we got this from CNN.
Just so all crystal clear here, when Senator Cruz, with all due respect, tries to throw my network and CNN under the bus, let me stand up for my colleagues and my journalists here in terms of this CNN report that he keeps quoting that he believes was, what we never said with regard to Dr. Carson's campaign and going to Florida. Let me be precise in case this is seen again. We reported it accurately, and here are the facts. Dr. Carson's staff told us that he would return home to Florida to, quote unquote, take a breath from the campaign before resuming his activities on the campaign trail. That accurate report was disseminated on television and CNN Digital, and that was that.
And that was that. So he was just going to take a breath. They never said any more. And let me listen to you. I want you to listen to me carefully. What difference does it make if 4 people are dead? I want you to listen carefully to me. Mm-hmm. We did not disseminate that information about Mr. Carson. And I got to go back to presenting the news for the American people. She's coming out.
Listen to the outrage.
Yeah, she's outraged. And that's a fact. That is a fact. That we said nothing else. Now let's play exactly what they did say on CNN.
Well, CNN has learned some news about the man who, at least according to polls, is in 4th place here in Iowa. Now, Dana, a week from tomorrow, we're all going to be doing this again for the New Hampshire primary. So almost every single candidate is going to be going directly from here to New Hampshire to campaign, except for the man in 4th place, who a few months ago was in 1st place here, Dr. Ben Carson. What have we learned?
That's right. We should say that our Chris Moody is breaking this news that Ben Carson is going to go back to Florida, to his home, regardless of how he does tonight here in Iowa. He's going to go there for several days, and then afterwards, he's not going to go to South Carolina. He's not going to go to New Hampshire. He's going to come to Washington, D.C.
Stop.
And he's going to do that.
First of all, did you hear the word he's just going to catch his breath?
No.
He's going to go catch his breath?
Nope.
Didn't hear that at all. I also heard that he's not going to New Hampshire and not going to South Carolina, but instead going to the prayer breakfast.
Right.
She said that was that.
No, that was not that.
But wait, there's more.
Because the National Prayer Breakfast is on Thursday, and people who have been following Ben Carson's career know that that's really where he got himself on the political map, attending that prayer breakfast and really giving it to President Obama at the time, and he became kind of a hero among conservatives, among evangelicals especially.
But it's very unusual.
Very unusual.
To be announcing that you're going home to rest for a few days, not going on to the next site. Plus, he's already announced that he's going to be coming out and speaking at 9:15 local, 10:15 Eastern, no matter whether or not we know the results, because he wants to get home and get ahead of the storm.
Look.
Okay, stop for just a second. She's going to continue on here for a second. But that is not that.
No, that
is not that. And I want you to listen carefully to me. I did not say those things about Ben Carson.
Yeah.
And I've got to go back to reporting the news for the American people, because that is that. That is that. It's not that. You notice they're saying how unusual it is
over
for
and
him.
over. Yes.
Over and over again. How unusual. What are they implying?
That he's leaving. That he's getting
leaving,
out.
That he's getting out. There's that nobody's done this before. But wait. If you act now, there's more.
If you want to be president of the United States, you don't go home to Florida. I mean, that's just bottom line.
I'm sorry.
Was that.
Well, that was that.
Oh, and
I want to stand up for my company, because we never said any of those things. If you want to be president of the United States, you don't go home.
But that was that.
That's the end of the story. If you want to signal to your supporters that you want it, that you're hungry for it, that you want them to get out and campaign, you got to be out there doing it too. And he's
Okay, stop. But that is that.
But that is that.
But unless,
and,
if you act now, there's a little bit more.
It's very unusual.
Very unusual news that CNN has just learned. CNN's Chris Moody breaking the story. Wolf, back to you in Washington.
Okay, so
all they said was he was going to take a breath, catch his breath.
And that was that.
And that was that.
No.
Got it? No, sweetie boopy, honey
No,
pie.
pumpkin, that was not that. That was that, and then there was this, and then there was those,
and then
these,
and then there was that again.
And then there was something else.
There was this, that, and a whole bunch of other things.
That's ridiculous.
Truly remarkable.